Hey, Uriel Kame here, and today I have a shoe, and I'm about to tell you how this shoe is going to help you live longer and then with better health. So that's a pretty big claim, and this there's no product placement here. I don't care if you use Nike or Adidas or anything else. This is just my shoe, okay? So I want to share something with you. There is a way to live longer, and there's actually, if you follow any of the work of Peter Diamandis, who's quite incredible, he's got a great book called Abundance and a new one called Bold. Talks about how there's so many amazing medical technological innovations that are going to help us live infinitely longer in the space of a couple decades. It's going to be ridiculous. If you've seen the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp, that's essentially what's coming down the pipeline. Okay. But anyways, without all the technological stuff, what's something that you can do today, like right now, that doesn't cost any money, that's going to help you live longer and with better health? Well, this is where the shoe comes in. So on the shoe, and if you have a shoe with laces, then you'll see this too. You have these things here, and I think they're called grommets. Don't quote me on that, but I think they're called grommets. It's the little plastic piece that holds the shoelace together at the end. Really important, right? Because you know how annoying it is when you lose that and it kind of gets all frayed and the lace comes through the hole and you're like, oh my God, and I gotta get like a pen and stick it through the hole somehow, and you're just like, oh my, I gotta get a new pair of shoes because the laces are busted. Well, our body has the same type of thing. Every single one of our cells actually has this. And it's actually on our chromosomes. Pretty cool, right? So all of our chromosomes have a protective grommet, we'll call it that, I think that's the name, that kind of preserves the end of the chromosome. And these are called telomeres. And the research has shown that when you, basically like the shorter your telomeres, the shorter your lifespan. The longer your telomeres, the longer you live. So that's pretty cool, right? So the next thing is like, well, how do I make my telomeres longer? And what makes them shorter? Well, what makes them shorter is the usual suspects. Environmental toxins, stress, bad foods, no exercise, blah, 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 okay? So what makes them longer? Well, the opposite. Meditation has been shown to be very helpful. Okay, so any kind of de-stressing mechanisms, be it yoga, meditation, whatever. A clean, whole foods-based diet, very, very important as well. And regular exercise. Okay, just healthy living in general. So no surprises there. But one thing you can do that has been shown in a lot of animal studies and a number of human studies is to not eat any food for a little bit of time. And I'm not saying you should fast forever, but what I'm saying is that sometimes eating no food is the best thing you can do for your body. Because listen to this, if you've read my book, The All Day Energy Diet, you understand that one of the energy commandments was that when you are digesting food, you are not producing energy. Because digestion is such a labor-intensive process that your body does not have enough energy to move elsewhere, to break down immune complexes, to repair damage, to get rid of junk. That doesn't happen when you're eating all the time. So if you're eating 5 or 6 meals a day, or just non-stop eating, then your body doesn't have the ability to do, I'm just gonna get rid of this shoe, something called autophagy, which is essentially a recycling process of getting rid of junk out of your cells and out of your body. It only is able to do that in a fasted state. So here's what I'd recommend, is if you can fast for 18 to 24 hours, that's when you're going to start to see some tremendous benefits. And if you can do this on a weekly basis, just once, okay, you're going to start to see some very, very positive benefits health-wise in the long term. There's a lot of research in animals on this concept called frugal eating. And it's essentially, they're feeding animals 30% fewer calories than the control group. The control group just eats whatever they want until they're full and they stop. The other groups of animals consume 30% fewer calories. And you should see the pictures of these animals. It is startling, I'm telling you. When you see monkeys that are the same age and one monkey looks 10 years older because it's been eating whatever it wants, and I'm not saying donuts, I'm just saying it's regular food. And this other monkey looks 10 years younger because it's been eating less, It's startling. It's like, oh my, this is crazy, right? So we know that fasting and frugality or frugal eating is one of the best ways, actually fasting specifically, is one of the only ways to preserve the length and extend the length of our telomeres. One of the other things that does this is resveratrol, is that pigment in grapes and red wine that have been shown to be so beneficial for all these other things. But the thing is, you need copious amounts of resveratrol, which is not even conceivable for most people, to achieve those benefits. But you can get the same, if not better benefits from fasting. Is it any wonder that every major religion incorporates fasting into their protocol? There is a reason for that. Okay? There's a lot of spiritual, reasons for it probably. There's a huge amount of mental clarity benefits, health benefits. Your body's able to clear out the junk. The telomeres are able to restore their length and maintain their length, because when your body is eating, it's not healing. When you're not eating, when you're fasted, that is when your body is able to heal, repair, rejuvenate. It's like sleep, but when you're awake. But here's the other cool thing, is that when you're sleeping, you're also fasting. Is it any wonder that most of healing and repair happens when we're sleeping? We spend a third of our lives sleeping. Hopefully, most of that is good quality sleep. So fasting is doing a very similar thing, even during our awake state, that happens in a sleep state, in the sense of allowing our body to heal and repair itself. And when you combine the two, of like getting good quality sleep with fasting, it's incredible. So what I'd recommend is you go to bed, okay, you have dinner, and then your fast would begin after dinner. So then you just go to bed, you wake up the next day, you're 12 hours in. Okay, it's like half the battle's done. Now, don't worry about getting 24 hours. It's challenging the first time you do this, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you can't make the 24 hours. Just do what you can. Even 12 hours is great, okay? Then you're from 12 hours, from the time you wake up, just go a couple hours, mid-afternoon, you're at 18 hours. Okay, that's where the real benefits in terms of uncoupling protein 5, which is a fat-burning enzyme, has been shown to elevate. You get decreases in insulin, increases in growth hormone. All sorts of amazing things start to kick in a fasted state that you simply do not get in a fed state constantly. So this is how to live longer and healthier. Okay, it's really simple. Just eat less. And I'm not saying you have to eat less consistently. I'm just taking one day a week, have a little bit less food. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy the Super Nutrition Summit that we have going on right now. Very, very limited time to register. You can do so on this video. There's a link on the video or below the video. I would strongly encourage you to join us. It's completely free. You're going to get 19 free health presentations. Some of the best work I have ever done, okay, is yours absolutely free for a limited amount of time. And if you've enjoyed this video on how to live longer and healthier, well, you're going to be blown away by what you're about to learn in the Super Nutrition Summit. Essentially, I'm going to show you how you can eat your way to a slimmer and healthier body, how food becomes your medicine, and how understanding how to eat properly. There's a lot of confusion out there. Believe me, I'm in the space. I understand. You're confused, frustrated, perhaps. Well, my goal at the Super Nutrition Summit is to chop away through all that nonsense and give you the fundamental clarity and understanding you need to be able to understand, okay, this is how much protein I need. These are the types of carbohydrates I should be eating. Fat is, it could be good for me. Here's how to heal my digestive tract. All that kind of stuff. So this is the type of information we should have learned in school, but obviously the school system doesn't teach us anything about our health. So I've taken it upon myself to educate you. So you can join, it's completely free to register. We are starting in a few days, so I strongly recommend that you do today, and you're going to learn tons of amazing things to help you live longer, healthier, lose weight faster, and it's just awesome. So you can do so at the link somewhere on the video or below, and I look forward to seeing you inside.